It's Monday, April 26, 2021. Before I start the video this evening, please give this video a thumbs up and share this video with everyone you know, you don't know. Blast it all over your social media and make sure you subscribe to this channel. You want to support this channel, subscribe to it, hit that bell notification down below so that you are alerted with the newest videos. Tonight, I want to talk about a few things, and one of them I think is extremely important. You know, most of you out there, 90% of you watching this video, understand that we are witnessing a melt up that eventually is going to turn into a meltdown. Most of you understand that the economy is dying, and in many areas it is dead. And most of you understand that where we are heading is a very, very dark and lonely road, and that there are people out there who believe that everything is okay. There are people out there that believe everything is going to eventually be okay, that we're going to avoid a depression, even though we have already begun the depression. And when I read articles like the one I'm about to share with you on the Hedge here today, it continues to reinforce what you believe, what I believe. We are watching a system melt up that eventually is going to melt down, and it is going to be historic. And most people are not and will not be prepared for it. Most of you will be. But I want to start with this article here on the Hedge. It's titled, "Why Illinois is in Trouble. 122,258 employees earned $100,000 plus, costing taxpayers $15.8 billion. This is why. This is another example of why we are going to see the biggest economic crash in world history. Because it's not just Illinois. It's happening in households. This is happening at the federal government level. America, $28 trillion in debt. We look at the pension crisis. We look at many states in America, and most of them are underwater. While people continue to ignore the warning signs, these people are going to get themselves into very, very big trouble. But I want to continue with the article. And again, this just reinforces why we are going to see a crash here in America, and congressional bailouts made all this possible, ladies and gentlemen. The recent $1.9 trillion American Rescue Act provided an additional $13.5 billion to Illinois state and local governments. $350 billion went to states and 30,000 communities across America. And as I'm reading this article, they pointed out that there's a superintendent in southern, south of Chicago, in the Homewood-Flossmoor School District. I went to 4 different high schools while I lived in Illinois, growing up in outside the Chicago area. But one of the high schools I went to was in the Homewood-Flossmoor District, and the superintendent of this district is pulling down $421,000. This is the insanity. This is the abuse, the criminal abuse going on, where money is just being thrown around like water. While people are standing in line for food in America, while people are waiting for a stimulus check just to survive, we have a superintendent on the south side pulling down $421,000. Tell me how and why that is possible. And in this article, it goes on to expose some more reality and some more truths. While people tell you everything is okay, and while this is all normal to be spending this kind of money and wasting this kind of money and not believe that this isn't going to end down a very dark, lonely road. Barbers at state corrections in Illinois pulling down $115,000 per year. Janitors at the state toll highway authority pulling down $123,000. Bus drivers in Chicago making $174,000 per year. Line workers on the Chicago Transit Authority earning $222,000 per year. Community college presidents making over $400,000. University doctors, get this, university doctors earned up to $2 million per year. There are plastic surgeons out there, brain surgeons, that don't earn $2 million a year. And this is fascinating right here. 171 small town managers out-earned the Illinois governor, who makes $181,000 per year. Again, this is why we are going broke. This is why the pensions are in crisis mode. This is why states are broke. This is why this country is in big trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot balance a checkbook, and there's just so much criminality, so much abuse. Get this, 122,258 public employees and retirees across bankrupt Illinois are making over $100,000 per year. We're all paying for this. It's happening here in California. It's happening in your state also. 24,500 teachers earned a six-figure salary, while 15,500 retirees earned six-figure pensions. The point being is this is 100% unsustainable. We cannot be paying people to live on pensions, earning $100, $200, $300, $400, $500,000 a year because they were teachers or firemen or police officers or work for the city or work for the state. It would be great if we could just give everybody hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to retire and sit at home. But who's going to pay for all this? How? And you can't leave out the politicians. Retired Mayor Richard Daley double-dipped the pension system for nearly $238,000. How did he do it? Well, Daley made $153,000 per year in state lawmaker pension payouts after a short 8-year career as a state senator, plus another $83,000 per year in city pension payouts for his 22 years as mayor. So he's living quite well on $238,000 a year. So the signs are everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, that we are on borrowed time as far as I'm concerned. The mismanagement, the criminality, the waste of money. I look at people sleeping on sidewalks. I see people sleeping in tents. I see people sleeping in vans and cars and RVs. And we are paying these massive amounts of money to pensions. We're paying massive amounts to people who are teachers, working for cities, working for the state, working for the county. And when these people retire, we're responsible to pay them millions of dollars. And look, I would love to give everybody millions of dollars, but we are now in a position here in America where the money is going to run out, that people are not working. Who's going to pay all these pensions? Who's going to pay the lost tax revenue when we continue to see shopping malls close up, retailers shut down, restaurants shut down? So the tax revenue is not coming in. So how are we going to support all these massive pensions? And why are we paying these kind of pensions to people? Why are we paying these kind of salaries? You know, we need teachers, we need firemen, we need police officers, we need street sweepers, we need garbage men, we need people at the water plant. I get it, I understand, and they should be paid well. But $400,000 for a superintendent, $155,000 for a barber, $222,000 for a lineman. I mean, this is just getting absolutely insane. The stock market is a bubble with valuations exceeding 2001. Margin debt is at an all-time high. The bond market is a bubble with the Fed artificially suppressing rates and pumping trillions of QE into Wall Street. Housing, another bubble with prices far exceeding 2005. Bitcoin and cryptos, another bubble, being driven by excess liquidity slothing around the system. People sitting at home getting unemployment checks, people sitting at home getting stimulus checks, taking this money, putting it into the stock market, putting it into cryptos, gambling in these markets, gambling in cryptos. Pensions, where people are getting hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to not work now. And again, I don't have anything against anybody working for the city or the state, nothing against firemen or police, nothing against teachers. But you retire at 50, 55, you live 30 years, and we're going to pay you $300,000 a year. How is this possible? How is this feasible? How do we do this? I don't understand it. This to me is mathematically impossible, and it's going to end. Somebody is going to take a cut. Somebody's taking a haircut here. Because this just the numbers just don't equate. It's mathematically impossible. This might have worked years ago, but now as we get farther and farther along into these pensions, as the baby boomers are retiring, as less and less people are working, as more and more people are dependent on the government to take care of them and send them a check, as people are taking wage cuts, as we're shipping jobs to other countries, how are we going to take care of all these people on these pensions? It's going to be highly unlikely. But again, we have people investing in Dogecoin, and we have people investing in thousands of different cryptos who believe that they're going to take government subsidized money created out of thin air. In fact, money not even really created. It's just put on a screen that goes into somebody's account, and they're now taking this money and believing that if they buy the right crypto and hit it lucky, that they're going to be set for life. This is where we are heading, ladies and gentlemen. Not even heading, we're here right now, where people just believe they can gamble on a computer with no experience, and they're going to be okay. They're not going to have to go work. They're just going to take government subsidies, gamble it on cryptos, and they're going to survive. These people have no idea what's coming. Corporate, government, personal debt are all at all-time highs, and they're heading much higher. And if you believe that a digit on a screen, if a cryptocurrency is going to save you, I think you're going to be wrong here. Clueless millennials are using their stimulus checks to day trade on Robinhood. Now people have been hoodwinked even more, being fooled into buying NFTs, non-fungible tokens, worthless electronic concepts. This is how far we have fallen. People have no fear. The concept of risk has been ignored at this point. But we're going to see a point where all this greed turns to fear. And there is going to be fear all over the streets of America. Things are going to correct. They are going to collapse. And people who ignored the warnings, ignored the risk, ignored the fear, they're going to find themselves in big trouble, ladies and gentlemen. The experts will keep telling you to buy now or miss out on the riches. You know, when I watch these business channels, as I watch these analysts, these economists, they are doing such a disservice to people, just telling people to come on in, come into the water, come into the markets, come in and buy a house, buy a new car, don't worry about it, use your credit card, mortgage your house, buy some more cryptos, don't worry, everything's going to continue to go up. They are getting people into very dangerous waters here, and they're going to get people wiped out. You know, if you're going to play this game, at least be diversified. Don't sink everything into one Ponzi scheme. And people are going hook, line, and sinker into this Ponzi scheme. They're believing everything on the television. They're listening to their friends telling them, come on, you gotta jump in, you gotta buy this crypto, buy that crypto, buy. It's like a religious cult at some point. And I truly believe that this may go on for a while, ladies and gentlemen, and there are people making money, but most of these people aren't even getting out. They're staying in, doubling down, and they're going to get absolutely annihilated here. The smart money is going to get out, and a lot of the smart money has already gotten out. As the bubbles inflate, you need to be getting debt-free, and you need to be protecting yourself, ladies and gentlemen. And I can't stress enough the point of having hard, tangible assets. You know that's gold and that's silver. All this get rich quick that we're seeing on the television has engulfed the entire nation. Just, again, turn on a business channel. Watch what these analysts are telling you. Watch what the guy in the $2,000 suit is telling you. These people are going to get millions of people wiped out. They are telling people to do something that these people are not prepared to deal with if it turns. People are so highly leveraged, they're doubling down, and many of them have no idea what they're doing, and they have no idea of the dangers. Effortless enrichment is a delusion, and all decisions end in tears. I'm going to close with this. Buying into Ponzi schemes, buying fake money, buying into an illusion is going to end bad for a lot of people. And I'm not here to tell you not to diversify. If you want to buy some cryptos, if you want to buy some Bitcoin, that's fine. I think that's wonderful. And I don't give financial advice. But these people who are going all in 100%, 90%, 70% into this crypto mania, these people, I think, are going to learn a very, very serious lesson here. And I'm not saying things are going to crash tomorrow. Today, crypto's bounced back incredibly well. They could continue to surge tomorrow, next week, and go on for the next year. I don't know. But what I do myself personally know is I'm buying what's on sale. I'm not buying into bubbles. I'm not buying overvalued assets. I'm buying what's on sale. I like gold, physical silver. I like cash. And I like mining stocks. And don't ask me to name the mining stocks. Do your own due diligence. I don't give financial advice. There's a million of them out there. Use your own due diligence. Do your own research. Do your homework. This is gambling. This is risky. But this is where I see the sales. And if you take some time and you study a little bit, you do some due diligence, and you pick out some good mining stocks, I think you're going to do very, very well. So look, if you want to buy some cryptocurrencies, great. Buy some physical gold, some physical silver, buy some mining stocks, buy some physical assets. You know, people are buying art. They're buying collectible cards, collectible automobiles. They're buying real estate, and they're not financing this stuff. They're paying cash. The best thing I think you can do is just get your debts paid down, or at least manageable. That's the most important thing to do. Don't go buying anything until your debt is paid off, or at least manageable. Ladies and gentlemen, as I leave you this evening, I don't know about you, but as I'm watching the price of housing, the price of rent, the price of food, the price of literally everything exploding, things are absolutely out of control. They really, really are. And when I'm watching people buying NFTs now, and I'm watching people sitting at home on unemployment gambling with their Robinhood accounts, buying into cryptos, what happens? What happens if all this corrects, or heaven forbid it collapses? What are we going to see here in America as people mortgaged their homes to buy Bitcoin? People sold their cars. They racked up their credit card debt to go and buy cryptos or to play the stock market. Heaven forbid this thing even corrects the amount of trouble we're going to see here in America. Heaven forbid we get a housing bubble burst here in America and we see a housing crisis in America. Heaven forbid we're going to see very, very big trouble here. People are racking up the credit cards. They're using the homes as ATMs just to go and gamble in these fake markets. Fake markets. They're investing in Ponzi schemes, and they're investing in a fake stock market. How do you think this is all going to turn out, ladies and gentlemen? Please comment down below. I would love to know your opinion. I talked to my good friend Kurt today, and we were just talking about what is happening. And I said to him, you know, read the comments down below, and that's going to tell you what's happening in America. You don't have to listen to me. I'm thinking out loud. I've got a microphone and a camera, but listen to the people down below. And that's where the real knowledge is. And if you would, please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on these markets, your thoughts on the Ponzi scheme, your thoughts on what's coming to America, your thoughts on preparation. Just let us hear your thoughts. What's happening in your state? What about the pension crisis in your state? What about the debt? What do you think about these state bailouts? People need help, yet we are rewarding states that acted irresponsible with taxpayer money and went broke. And now we are bailing them out. We are bailing out, rewarding bad behavior. Let me know what you think. Whatever's on your mind, comment down below. God bless all of you. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I look forward to talking to all of you very, very soon.